What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are on the 8th day of June, with about 7 hours and 48 minutes left in the day, sitting here at 22 cents. Rounding out this bottom a little bit, right? We found nice support at about 20 cents, 20.3 cents there. I am expecting that we go just a little bit lower, but I mean, maybe not, man. I mean, again, where we are here, perfectly acceptable area to find support, right? I've been advocating for the buy ever since we've been below like 24 cents, 25 cents. So, I mean, even in the wake of expecting lower prices, it's like, what's the point in waiting? If you want to buy this thing, if you have your eyes set on it, if you have none of it at all and you need some exposure, why wait for something that might not happen? You know, like this move is what you're waiting for. That's the move that's coming. Don't wait. You know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but these are good prices, right? I first started DCAing in at 23 cents and below. I'm pretty sure it was 23 cents was my first purchase, and then lower. So you know, this is cheaper than where I first bought technically. With that being said, though, I very much do expect that we will go to the downside, and we'll see if the analysis here can validate that idea. We'll see. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, here we are, 1 hour time frame. Looking at us here on the 1 hour at 22 cents right now. 47 minutes left in this hour. Nice little consolidation phase. Volume coming into the downside, moving back up over the weekend. I don't know what to make of this, man. It's very, very volatile. Getting overbought, not getting oversold. I suppose that the ball is in the bull's court. It looks like it's a very neutral RSI, but more bullishly charged for sure. Finding support at the 50. I bet you continue to move up from here. But will you move up past this point? You know, will you get past this point? Will you just find resistance here? Even if you do get past this point, will you just find resistance just above it? I mean, probably, you know, so I'm not expecting too much of this, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did continue to prices that were maybe around 23 cents, but I wouldn't expect to get too much above that, right? We're at 22 cents on the dot right now. I doubt that maybe we go to like 23.5 cents at the most, but I'm not even sure if we get above 23 cents from here. We'll see. Let's actually go, what price would we have to see to invalidate the downside? That's actually a nice setup right there, man. That's actually I actually do like this setup right there. Wow. With higher lows on the 4 hour time frame too. It's not traditional bullish divergence the way that looks, but I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look bad. It's not terrible. Getting oversold, not getting overbought, but still neutral overall. I would say you have a truly neutral 4 hour RSI at the moment. Almost. You do have a higher high here with I guess it is a higher high. Oh no, it's a slightly lower high. If this 4 hour closes below this high here, then the neutrality shifts to the bearish side a little bit. But even if you close here or lower, you can still close the next 4 hour above, and then that neutrality just comes back. You know, so it's a very neutral RSI. You do, in my opinion, you do look like you're kind of at a bottoming point. So I would think that you move up from here. What price would we have to see to validate that this is a low? Let's see, from a high to a low here. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to get above these highs, I guess, is what it is, man. You'd have to get above those there. We didn't even need the fibs. So get above, and I wouldn't even say above the wicking highs, but close 4 hour candles, 2 4 hour candles in a row. If you can do that above like 26.3 cents, then okay. Then you're probably moving up higher. Okay, then this could have been the low, and you probably are moving up higher. But if you can't get up here, or if you wick up here and then you close back down, that's not a good look. You're probably going to go lower. Just getting above this line is not enough. You need to close above 26.3 cents twice in a row, not just move up there and then move down. Moving up and then moving down is not a good thing. To be fair, though, you move up, you move down, you find support, you move up again, that would be a good thing. And I should say moving up and then moving back down to these prices or lower, that's not a good thing. All that to say, basically 26.3 cents, closing 2 4 hour candles in a row at that price, above that price, would validate, in my opinion, that this is the low and that you're moving higher. You might have some kind of W pattern working out here. That RSI is neutral, but it's charged up to be bullish if you let things go the right direction. So interesting to see. The 236 here is at about 23.4 cents, and that's like the maximum area that I expect you to go to find resistance. So if you went up and found resistance right there, that would be very incriminating that you're going to lower prices. So look for that, right? If things happen the way that I think they're going to, this will just be a lower high. In this range of lower highs, you're going to find resistance at your 236, which oftentimes whenever you break below your 236, you do look for lower prices. So validating that by back testing it as resistance and then coming down, look for that, right? So 23.4 cents. Moving up in itself is not all a good thing, right? If you move up right to here and then you move down, that's a bad thing. You got to move all the way up to 26.3 cents or higher and stay above there, okay? Until then, the posturing, the bias, for me at least, it remains to the downside. If we're looking at this from a low to a high, we're very, very near, but not quite at the 382. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is weird, right? You don't oftentimes find support above the 382. I mean, I can't tell you. This is like statistically speaking, probably like 5% or less of the time you do something like this where you find support above the 382. Like almost always, you break below the 236 and you found resistance at it, dude, you should be going to the 382 at least, if not down to the golden ratio. But we're probably not going to go to the golden ratio. No offense to the bears, but I don't think, I mean, cookie DAO is very desirable. It's a hot commodity right now. I don't think we're going to drop another 40%. But 11%, 13, 14%, yeah, I could see that happening, right? The area of support that we're looking for is this 382 at about 19.5 cents there, but we could go lower. You could go down to like 18 cents and be fine, right? It's totally fine if you do. Don't be scared. Don't be shaken out by any kind of volatility or quick price actions with high velocity that come your way. I think everything's going to be fine. Hold on. There's a fly. Where's it a mosquito? Was it a mosquito? I don't know where it went. Well, if I get itchy, I'll know it was a mosquito. If I hear buzzing, then I'll know it's a fly. But it's pretty quiet for a fly, if we're being honest. But it was fast. It seemed like too fast to be a mosquito. It's a hybrid, guys. It's a fly-skeeto. Anyways. Or a mosque fly. I don't know. Fly-skeeto is probably better. Anyways, after we're done moving down, we will be moving up. Cookie DAO, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this is one of the coins that I'm the most confident in having 100x, even multi-100x potential. Like, this is one of those coins. I talk about Onyx coin, I talk about Bitcoin Cash, I talk about Cookie DAO. Whenever I'm talking to people about what cryptos to invest in real life, Cookie DAO is one that I really throw out there a lot, man. I do think that this one has a lot of potential to the upside. And being here at 22 cents, I mean, it's not a guarantee. 100x is a very, very hot commodity. It's a, what should I say? Not a hot commodity. It's something to be desired. It doesn't just happen for everybody, right? But it can happen, and I've seen it happen every single cycle, man. I haven't had 100x every single cycle. That's not what I'm saying. I've just seen it happen plenty of times, and they come from coins with low market caps like this. Market caps that are around $100 million, that are getting good volume like this, even over the weekends, that have the right narrative set up. It's an AI coin, and it's seemingly maybe the best AI coin that's out there in the space right now, and it's undervalued hard. Like, coins like this, man. Coins like this tend to do really, really well, and buying here and holding to a 100x, that sounds so easy, doesn't it? 22 cents right now. 100x would be all the way up here just above the 2272. It's very common when you interact with the 2272 to actually go just above it. You don't find resistance right at it. You actually do go up and find resistance just above it. So $22 would put you at a 100x. It's so easy. Just buy and hold. That's all you got to do. But to get to a 100x, that means you can't sell after a 10x. That means you can't sell after a 90x, right? You have to have the brass to hold through all of it and see that 100x. And even then, you could go higher. And that's what people will see this whenever it happens, however high it goes, and they'll be like, oh, anybody who invested in Cookie, it was just so easy. But it's really not easy to land a one, and obviously, that should be obvious that it's not easy to land a 100x, but even if you invest in a project that has that capabilities and exacts those capabilities, you're your worst enemy, because 100x is great. It sounds nice in your head. But when you physically have a 10x, you're probably going to think about taking profits. You physically have a 50x, you're probably going to think about taking profits. You physically have a 90x, and you're at areas that you think make sense for resistance, you're probably going to think about taking profits. The tenacity to hold through. What is this thing, man? It's like what the hell is that thing? It's like a fly, but it doesn't make any noise, and it likes me, which I don't like, man. I'm not a big fly guy. Flies don't like karate, so maybe it's not a fly, man. But anyways, I think I swatted him down. Tenacity, right? I tell people, and this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but whenever I talk to my friends in the real world, I just tell them, buy this thing, forget about it for like 4 to 5 months, come back to it, and maybe then think about taking profits, right? I'm not going to be there to hold everybody's hand. I will let you guys know here on the YouTube channel, and if you follow me on x.com, I'll let you know when I sell, right? If you follow me, I'm at Chris Harris 85. That's, oh wait, you guys can't see that. That's right, because my screen is down in this little corner over here. I don't know, yeah. But this is me, yeah, right there. You can follow me. Anytime I make a purchase or a sell that I think is significant, that's not like risky or anything like that, I make a post on x.com about it. So I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Cookie DAO has massive potential, you guys. A 100x from here would be $12 billion. And I think this thing by the end of the cycle could be worth tens of billions of dollars. It could be worth 20 to 40, 60 billion dollars, 80, who knows? Who knows? Like crazy, crazy stuff. AI is just getting hot. This thing is way undervalued, way undervalued. What's Kaito? Kaito here, because Kaito, Kaito. I say Kaito because that's what Ivan on Tech says. Is it Kaito? I thought Kaito had $1 billion market cap. Maybe it dropped recently. Let's see. I called it Kato before I heard Ivan on Tech call it Kaito. What's the market cap? For some reason, I thought maybe I'm thinking of something else. Is there another AI coin that has billions of dollars? I don't know. But if this thing's at 402 million, Cookie DAO is going to catch it and it's going to replace it. It's going to do really, really well. All I'm trying to say here is getting to $20 billion is no small accomplishment, but it's not the hardest thing either, right? There are cryptos, prominent cryptos, that establish themselves. They get the right hype, they get the right narrative, and I think Cookie has that achieve $20 billion with ease. They can see $40 billion with ease, right? And the coins that did that last cycle, you probably don't even know about them this cycle because they're irrelevant. It's not like it's just a here and there thing. It's not like they maintain that status forever, right? But just to get there, to give you the opportunity to sell out, I think Cookie has that chance of seeing a $20 billion market cap or more, and at that rate from the current price, dude, you're 100xing your money. You're taking $100 and turning it into $10,000, right? If you have friends who are skeptical about crypto, all it takes is one good taste of crypto for them to understand, right? And I think anybody can afford $100, right? If you're that crypto friend, you're that crypto crazy person in your world, in your city, in your friend group, and they're all skeptical, be like, dude, $100, just throw $100 in here, just put $100 in here, see how it goes. Wait 4 to 5 months, see how it goes. If it doesn't go as high as this crazy guy on YouTube says, maybe you don't have 100x, maybe you'll have a 50x or a 20x, but still you'll have thousands of dollars just from $100, and you didn't do anything, you just went to bed. And most people, if you're between the ages of like 30 and 18, you're an adult or a young adult, that kind of money can probably help you. Just like $100, even turning into $2,000, or let alone if it goes up to 100x or more, it could be $10,000 or more. I'm sure a lot of people could use that kind of money, and it would help them, right? No matter what your status is, like that's not a bad thing, and let alone if you're older, right? If you're older, you only have more responsibilities. But I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe. Bye-bye.